Hey everyone, this is Patriot Mom 007. I'm here with Grassroots 50 in downtown Phoenix, Arizona. We are in front of our state capitol. It's across the street. It's beautiful. You come down and check it out. But right now, we're at the 11th annual Second Amendment Rally, and I am standing here with one of our best congressmen in Arizona, Andy Biggs. He always gives me time, and we want to always thank the ones who do, and those are the ones we vote for. Because when they're accessible, at least we know we can talk to them. So thank you again.
My pleasure. It's great to be with you.
And so I just came off Take Our Border Back Southern Border Convoy and three-state rally with my team of 6 in Texas and California. We had ours in Yuma. We did not get to see our congressman. He was busy working as usual, trying to help our state, especially with the border. So I wanted to just play catch-up today with you and give us what is happening in Congress, what we can look forward to in the next couple months, and this onslaught of Chinese nationals. What is going on?
So I'm going to give you three or four things real quickly. The hot spots in the entire country are in the Tucson sector. They're in Arizona. So at the Sassabee port of entry, just off that, you actually see these tent camps of illegal aliens that have sprouted up. So that's something I'd never seen, and I've been around on the border umpteen times in the last 20 years. Never seen that. Second thing is Lukeville. What's happening is that because the highway to Rocky Point is right there, and Lukeville's a port of entry in Arizona. You're going to Rocky Point, you're going through Lukeville. The cartels are basically going through, cutting out the slats, pulling them out, letting 50, 100 in, and we have somebody down there, and they're contracted to rebuild those slats, and some days they're building as many as 20 holes. This is going on every day. But the biggest hotspot that's really weird is the San Miguel Gate on the Tohono O'odham Reservation. Now, what's happening at San Miguel Gate? It's in the middle of nowhere. The closest place on the other side of the border is Caborca. It's probably 40 miles south. And what they're doing is they're actually bringing bus and vans and carloads full, dropping them off a few miles south of our border, telling them walk towards the Babuquina Mountains, and you're going to come across a 4-strand barbed wire fence. You just can sit there. Loads of 700, 1,000 coming at one time. In one spot, in one time.
We can multiply that in Arizona border by probably 8 to 10 on any given day, which is roughly, for those of you who don't do math, 10,000 plus people coming in every single day into Arizona. And I know you heard about Texas, but God bless Abbott. He came in late, but he came in, and we have Hobbs, and we know she will never shut our border down. And we're looking at, through January, I'm going to, God forbid, guesstimate 3 to 4.5, 5 million before January, and God willing, somebody else takes over our White House. So what is Congress looking at in the next month or two before summer, and it ramps up with the good weather?
Okay, so Congress is going to disappoint you every time. So my position is that we should stop funding. I've actually introduced legislation to say we'll fund CEP, ICE, we'll fund the military, the vets, we'll fund air traffic controllers and TSA, but nothing else gets funded. Of course, you have Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid that's already going to be funded, but then nothing else should get funded until they actually enforce the border.
National security first.
Right, yeah, and my colleagues, they keep saying we want to do HR 2, but I basically, at one time or another, wrote every provision of HR 2. I support HR 2, it's a good bill. It only works if you have a lawful administration where they will follow the law. So they want to leverage a bunch of things. They want to get Ukraine a bunch of money if they give us HR 2. I'm just telling people HR 2 is not the panacea. Why? Because I believe the administration will paper over it, they'll go around it, they'll sign anything to get their money for Ukraine, and then they won't enforce the law.
Pick out the parts they want in the bill.
Yeah.
And just forget the rest exists.
Exactly. And so the reality is, the founders gave us a beautiful check, and the check is the purse strings.
We need to withhold the money now.
Withhold the money.
Who's on board with you? Who can we vote for ahead that's really on board with you? Give some people some hope of who their representatives are, because we know who ours are. I know who they are, because they show up and they're accessible and they work actively on the important issues like Arizona's open border and thousands pouring over, including terrorists and MS-13 gangers every day. So who else in your small group? I know it's a small group.
Yeah, my small group. Okay, so in Arizona, it'd be Gosar, Crane, myself. If I'm going outside, I would say most of the Freedom Caucus, Scott Perry, Bob Good, and let's see here, Rosendale, Matt Gaetz, all these people that are normal. So we might Michael Cloud from Texas. I think Fallon from Texas, who's not.
These are names we don't usually hear about.
Right.
You know, we never hear those names, and I know a lot of congressmen by voice on TV, but those names are not all on them. So it's good to hear from people who know, who's really in there working the fight for the other states, because you don't know unless somebody tells you. So I want to thank you for sharing that, because not everybody always gets to those lists. We talk about who, and then they never say the name. So thank you. Big deal. And then also, Mayorkas, we know that he was just impeached finally, thank God, and you guys got that over the line. Now, do we know procedurally what will happen next?
Yes.
So
procedurally, we have not transmitted the bill because we are finishing making sure we have all the documents ready and making sure that the impeachment managers, of which I'm one, have everything they need, because we think Schumer's got a few choices. When the bill hits the Senate, he can say, I'm going to have an impeachment hearing right away. He can take a vote to dismiss, or else he can delay it significantly. So it's in his ball court. We probably don't have the votes to actually remove, but we have to be ready to be able to make the case. So we're not transmitting that bill just yet, because we want to make sure, because we're actually still receiving evidence, and you're seeing the horrible mess that's going on. So we want to add that.
Will we see it before spring, or before you guys?
The transmission, I think we'll see the transmission probably sometime in March.
Just to give, I like to give people a little tangible.
So
we can talk in vagueness a lot.
Transmission's in March. And then it's all in Schumer's hands when, if.
And one last question, off topic for the border, although I said I wouldn't, so I'm going to ask you, we can cut it if you don't want it. So that's, we'll cut if we don't want it. What about, we haven't heard anything, you're judiciary, right? So we haven't heard anything about Hunter Biden case. Where are we at on that?
No, so we've been really busy on Hunter Biden. And so that's a combination of oversight and judiciary. So I was in deposition last week with Tony Bobulinski.
Right.
Tony Bobulinski is a great witness. I was talking to the chairman of oversight afterwards. Hopefully we're going to have a hearing where he gets to come in and Hunter Biden gets to come in, and they can go back and forth. What an argument that would be. But it would be just fantastic.
Fly on the wall.
Yeah, so this week, I don't know when you're going to air this, but coming up next week, Jim Biden will be in.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to take testimony.
Agreed to appear?
And he's going to be there midweek, and then the following week, Hunter Biden will be in.
Okay,
for
well,
testimony.
C-SPAN, I watch it every single morning. I suggest you guys too. You literally can see every single hearing in real time. You can get it on your handhelds too in the car, cspan.com. So watch them, watch the hearings, and know what's going on.
Let me make. I want to clarify. They're getting for
private.
These are closed door depositions.
Darn it!
The open door stuff will come. Comer and Jordan agreed to that.
Okay, that's right. Some of them are closed door. Some of them are closed door, but cspan.com still your friend. Watch it every morning. I suggest you do, and learn and educate yourself. So I'm getting the wrap from David, as I always do, as I take up your time. We thank Congressman Andy Biggs for being so gracious with his time. I know he's on the way out the door. This is Patriot Mom 007. We're at the 11th annual Second Amendment rally in downtown Phoenix, right across the street from the Capitol in Wesley Boland, beautiful park. And we hope you guys come out soon, this year or next. We hope to see you, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure. All right, thanks.